Hi everyone, Bandanner here, and welcome back to the monthly WARNO tournament from Sd League. Today we are with Razzmann and DerGeartner for a couple of games. All is forgiven with Razzmann. He has declared his love for me, as you can see on the thumbnail of this video. I'll put it down on the screen now just to remind him what he said. I think for once he doesn't actually have any insulting names aimed at me for his deck today, but I honestly didn't see it, so I'm not sure. Today we have DerGeartner over on the right playing as the 3rd Armoured, and over on the left in red we have Razzmann playing as the 35th. Let's have a look at what DerGeartner has down. So we have Scouts and an OH Scout. We also have a couple of Scouts at this side, quite defensive. A couple of Cobras by the looks of it. A Command and some Engineers heading up this way. The Command just heading into Echo first. And at this side we have a Command Abrams, an expensive piece of kit. An Engineers Flash and a Mech Rifles heading up that way. Over on the other side as the game starts. Razzmann has a good spread of units forward deployed, obviously. Metis, Conkers, Spetsnaz Gru and Iglas heading straight into Alpha. At this side we have Metis, Conkers, more Conkers, Razvedka and an Igla heading over here. F-15 has come in at the other side to support those two helicopters. We've got an Mi-24 VAA chopper coming in over there for Razzmann. We've got a couple of SPG-9 vehicles riding down the middle here, not something we see used very often these days. We have a T-64 BVK heading up this way, so both have gone for a command tank and another command vehicle down here heading into Alpha. Let's spin ourselves around. Ooh, that moved very fast. Switching over to my controller. Eagle came in for the Mi-24. Didn't do a huge amount of damage to it, but would come back for another pass, so it has landed. Oh, it's kind of half in the air, half not. Eagle's coming back in. Oh, almost gets the kill. Mi-24 engaging on the Cobras. Unfortunately, Razzmann went the route of taking the Igla in a Scrizette, which is obviously now doing the business, but the Iglas weren't there at the same time as the other troops. And this is the risk. So he moved his other troops in, which have been annihilated by the Cobras. They did their job. The Eagle should get the kill on the Mi-24 as well. So the Cobras are dead, but they did their job effectively. We now have the SPG-9s coming in, taking out the ACAV. That'll put some pressure on the remaining forces at this side for DerGeartner. But Razzmann there, obviously, without the Iglas in the little Jeep, moving very quickly, they just kind of got stuck further back and weren't able to engage the choppers at the same time as the other infantry arrived. I've been there myself. Let's have a look at the other side. A little bit of engagement here from the Conkers. Razvedka pushing up into that building there. The Conkers in a nice position here to dish out some damage to these ACAVs. The Abrams command is actually pushing right to the edge of the forest there, so we're seeing a little bit of engagement. Still a bit of fighting down here with the SPG-9s engaging on these engineers. They are stunned, panicked, whatever you want to call them. Low cohesion. We have an Mi-8 MTV rocket attack chopper coming in with some Desert Nicky here. Obviously quite an expensive purchase, but does mean he will get infantry into that town straight away. Plenty of reinforcements coming in that side for DerGeartner as well. Over at this side, T-64 laying down some fire on the Mech Rifles and the Engineer's Flash. There's an Apache rocket on the way as well. He does have a Scrizette and an Igla here to defend against that. One Igla might not be enough though. T-64 versus the Abrams. It's an M1A1 Abrams command. Well, they're getting some good hits here, and the Conkers is also joining in. The Abrams might die here. Oh, the Abrams goes down. Conkers gets the hit. He didn't smoke it. I don't know if it had already smoked and we missed it. Apache is in now. Taking fire from the Igla. We'll probably kill the Igla. The Kiowa is in. It's a Kiowa with rockets. Now engaging on the Metis. The Scrizette is moving up to engage. Currently dealing with the Kiowa. Another Apache coming in. DerGeartner leaning heavily into the Apaches. Obviously a strength of the 3rd Armoured. It's not a bad decision. He just needs to be careful. Obviously, the more he brings in, the more anti-air Razzmann will bring in. What's Razzmann got coming in here? Jets of some description. MiG-29 anti-air jets going for a dive on the Apache. Get the kill. And should get out alive. Eagle coming in for them, though. They're turning around for the Eagle. This could be risky. Oh, the Eagle goes down and one MiG-29 goes down, but at least that means one of the Eagles is out of the picture. A shame to lose a MiG-29, though. This side well defended by Razzmann right now. He's got plenty of units up there. Still, those SPG-9s doing the work. The Bradleys, however, will destroy them very quickly with the TOW-2s. Up at the top, looking in Razzmann's favour as well. He controls both these points. +4 currently. His rocket attack chopper that dropped off the troops doing some serious damage to the infantry from the back here. Razzmann is looking in a nice position right now. Let's have a proper zoom out and have a look at this. There is a lot of red there. There is another M1 Abrams command coming in there. This command is finally moving up to this point. And DerGeartner does have sort of access to this back corner. Eagle coming in there, going for the chopper. Doesn't quite get the kill. But there's very little AA over that side for Razzmann. He's bringing in some more at this top side of the map. Actually, you know, it's fairly balanced right now. The Bradleys arrived. There's infantry there. That Eagle is just having a very fun time being able to swoop in and not take any damage at the moment. It's being peppered very lightly by his Grisette. Another F-15 coming in. Oh, he has all of them in his deck. Going for the Mi-24K at that side. Damage done. Oh, MiG-29 is coming in for the Eagle. Eagle is engaging. Oh, all the missiles missed. They're coming around for another pass. No, the MiG-29 is trying to escape. Oh, this is going to be close. The Eagle is out of missiles. Gun's trying to engage. It doesn't get there in time. Eagle was out of missiles. Akav down here engaging on the Spetsnaz Gru. Command is in this bottom point. It is now just +2 to Razzmann. Razzmann still in a good position here, though. Look at this. Apache once again engaging on the infantry here, but has been fended off by the Igler and the Skrizettes that have arrived. MiG-29 coming in for the Eagle as well. Eagle is running. Takes a hit. Another Eagle is in, though. The MiG-29 is in trouble here. And it goes down. F-15C Eagle controls the sky. Thunderbolt coming in down here. Again, there is not a lot of AA in for Razzmann. He's not got any of the Strela vehicles in, I don't think. Thunderbolt gets a nice kill there on the T-64 BVK. I mean, it was coming sooner or later. That BVK has survived a long time right at the front there. Conkers go down to a strafe from the Eagle. And the lack of AA at this side obviously now becoming painful. Thunderbolt coming in this way. There is another jet coming in for Razzmann. Engaging on the Eagle. It's another MiG-29, but it is annihilated by the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's capability to kill other aircraft should never be underestimated. People always forget it has this nasty ability to suddenly switch targets and do some serious damage. Another Apache rocket coming in the back there for DerGeartner. He must be running a little bit low on those now. Razzmann a smattering of units here, some of them looking less healthy than others. He needs to get that command out of there. He needs to force it out the point or kill it. DerGeartner obviously looking pretty solid at the top now with a +2 as he controls that point completely and has his command in this bottom point. Is there another command coming in for Razzmann is the next question. Let's spin around and have a look. No, I'm just seeing Desert Metis coming in there and BMDs. We've got a Conquerors coming in down here and an Afghansky. Couple more Iglas being called in there. There's Grisette. He's got a nice head start on the points. He's obviously not stressing about that at the moment. Apache coming in here to try and deal with these infantry. Igla and Grisette being pushed up ready to deal with it. DerGeartner doing a good job at the top of the map there. He does have his units pushed right up into those buildings at the far side, making it harder for Razzmann to push back in. Waiting to see if this Apache moves in. It looks like it's veering off with that Grisette moving up. M1A1 Abrams being called in here. Oh, Akav gets the kill on the Grisette, which means that Apache can be in play. That Apache can kill one Igla. Obviously, DerGeartner doesn't know if it's only one Igla there, though. It looks like there's a flood of units coming in at Razzmann's side. Still not seeing a command, though. Still not seeing a command. Some more Iglas coming in at this side. Engineers and Engineers Flash coming in here for DerGeartner. He's bringing some mech rifles at the top. He's looking reasonably solid at the top there. Akav here engaging on the Metis. Metis get the kill. Apache moving in to engage them. As I say, one Igla is not going to stop that Apache. The Apache can kill the Igla as long as it doesn't run out of rockets trying to kill the infantry at the front there. More Iglas are about to arrive though, which changes that completely. Engineers trying to move in. The Afghansky there manages to engage. Igla has fired, gets a good hit. That Apache is in trouble. It's retreating. It does manage to just get out with a pip of health. Razzmann bringing in supply vehicles here because these troops are not looking good. He needs to stop those enemy forces getting to the buildings, really, but he doesn't have the units to do it. He could move up the Metis and the Desert Nicky to help there. Bradley IFV firing at those supply vehicles. He is building up a small force at the top there, ready to move back in that point. Oh, I see missiles coming out, though. The mech rifles taking pot shots at those transports. M1A1. Another M1A1 called in as well. This one just arriving. Oh, the Bradley gets side shot with the Conkers. Wrong place, wrong time for that Bradley. Thunderbolt flittering around at the back here. Afghansky's been moved around this side. What is that up to? Thunderbolt is coming in for the Afghansky. Thunderbolt laughing off all of those missiles. DerGeartner has a foothold in the town. He will now start moving up. In terms of infantry, he probably has the better stuff for building-to-building fighting. I'm curious how Razzmann's going to deal with this. Still +2 to DerGeartner. Razzmann still building up those forces at the top. More mech rifles coming in. There's quite a lot of units here now. HE bomber coming in at the top there. What's it going for? I'm going for a look. Oh, it veered off. It veered off. Sad times. I thought we were going to get to see a nice strike there. Oh, wow. All the engineers are routed here. Not looking too bad, is it? HE bomber came across there, has dropped on the buildings. Oof. Plenty of damage done. But the engineer's not looking very healthy there. Another Bradley coming in, and that other M1A1 has arrived. Now, one of them is badly damaged that arrived earlier. Afghansky pushing up this side. Needs to be careful of the mech rifles. Oh, did you see the side swipe on that missile from the Thunderbolt? That poor Afghansky. Thunderbolt, like, targeted sideways there to hit that. That's obscene, really. Got an anti-air jet coming in as a MiG-29. Going for the kill. Gets the kill. Eagles are in, though. Poor MiG-29. Surely going to get... Yeah. I was about to turn the camera to see, but I didn't even need to. It was down. Eagles rule the sky. Razzmann needs to do some work here. He's losing control of this game. Early on, he had a lot of it, even though he had trouble with those choppers at the start. But as the game's progressed, the power of the 3rd Armoured has come to the fore. Just over 24 minutes left of this game. And I feel like Razzmann is really struggling for anti-air. I'm wondering if he has the Strela vehicles in his deck at all. I always find them quite useful for the 35th. I know they're not super reliable, but they feel a little bit more scary than the Iglas. Apache gets another kill. They're going to have some nice kills at the end of this game. Oh, that Abrams almost got side shot there. This Abrams mostly repaired now. Oof. Yeah, Apache rocket saw something and it died. SPG-9 that had moved up there. Now railing on those Spetsnaz. Claps the building under the Spetsnaz. Some supplies arrived for those Iglas so they can actually open fire. Fortunately, don't have eyes on. Loads more Bradleys with fire teams coming in. More mech rifles coming in. Engineers coming in. And those 2 tanks slowly pushing up. DerGeartner has almost caught up in points now. What looked like a surefire win 10 minutes ago for Razzmann has turned completely around as DerGeartner has retaken control of this game. The Abrams doing a stellar job just in being scary at this side. I mean, they're going to tear apart these BMDs. Unless they get side shot, of course. Of course, the BMDs will hurt the mech rifles. There's a guy, the bomber comes in. Nice kill. Nice kill. The F-15 is in there. But it's going to be too late to catch it, I think. It is firing. Nope, it was out. It was out. Razzmann pushing at the top there. Not looking great for DerGeartner at the top. He's losing his units and he doesn't have a lot defending there. And down here, 1 tank already down. The Bradleys are moving in. I feel like DerGeartner has the numbers to push in here and gain a foothold. But I'm a little bit worried about the top there. Razzmann has not skimped on what he's brought in. That sounds to me like a Thunderbolt trundling along. Along with the Apaches moving in to help defend this side. Thunderbolt coming in there. I see a T-64 BVK. If he's got eyes on that, it's about to die. Oh, there it goes. T-80 BVK, an easy target, and the Thunderbolt sails out. Taking minor damage, but it will get out alive. Apache's coming in here, mincing the Iglas. Dishing out the damage to the infantry. Razzmann has got into the point. There is literally just the scouts there, which are almost dead, standing in his way. He could take this point. He still has more units there, but this Apache is causing him some serious issues. The M1A1 still poses a threat. Oh, this HE bomber could be devastating. Oh! And there it is, the surrender, as Razzmann's push fails. And he loses basically the majority of the other side of the map. Commiserations, Razzmann. Well played to DerGeartner. That was a good turnaround. Not a huge difference in kills to losses, about 1,000 in it. Let's have a look at those. Yeah, the Cobras at the start. The Eagles. Thunderbolt. That was such a jammy kill on that Afghansky as well. Apache rocket. Yeah. There wasn't anything massively stand out at Razzmann's side. It was all big kills here, just clearing up not necessarily expensive units, but just lots of them. Good game, guys. Let's hop straight into game number 2. Welcome to game number 2 with Razzmann and DerGeartner. This time Razzmann over on the left in blue playing as the 5th Panzer, and over on the right in red we have DerGeartner playing as the Berlin Command. Let's have a look at what Razzmann has down first, shall we? He has Jäger and Lux heading up this way, quite defensive. Jäger heading into these buildings in the center, no surprise there. And we have a mix of Milan 2s, a Leopard 2A3, that's an early expensive purchase, a Jaeger and a couple of Roland 2s heading up to this side of center. Interesting, he's not putting one in this building here. Usually we see a Milan 2 go into one of those. Here we have a Milan 1s. Does he have Milan 2s and Milan 1s in his deck? Oh, wow. Okay. So Milan 1s heading this way. And at Fox Command heading up there as well. And over this side we have a couple of Jaeger and an Apache. Let's spin ourselves around. Apache obviously might cause issues depending on how aggressive he is with it. DerGeartner has a Fox and some PSSE heading up here quite aggressively. Will go into Razzmann's units. We've got a sniper heading up to the center here. We have some PSSE heading into these buildings. A sniper heading up to Charlie defensive here. And PSSE and a Fox heading again defensively for Charlie. And a Javelin coming up at the back. So that should help with the Apache at the back there. We have an AMX-30B heading up to this point. We have a couple of an engineer and a Berlin light rifle, I should say, heading into these buildings, and a Pivads heading up to the back there. And we have a big chunk of units here. We've got Stingers, we've got Milans, we've got Pivads, we've got a command vehicle, and some Berlin light rifles. And now we have a logistics as well, heading kind of a nice spread across the center here. And we are off. What good timing! Bet I couldn't do that again. So, the first combat is either going to be at the very top above Alpha or down here in Echo with this Apache. We will zoom in and get ourselves in a nice position to watch what happens here, because I suspect this is where we will see the first combat. But it's hard to say. This map always, you know, favors being quite a defensive map where you build up a big wall and then push forward. Sometimes you get really interesting games where people kind of bend the rules on that and are very aggressive at one side or the other. It doesn't happen too often, though. So the Apache is not being used aggressively here. It's actually being held quite far back. That may be a slight mistake on Razzmann's side here, as obviously it's not being utilized to its capability of doing any damage before that Javelin arrives. Up at the top there we are seeing a little bit of skirmishing now between the Fox and the Fox, or the Lux, sorry. The Fox and the Lux. You get Aufkull there not going to get... Oh, they are getting closer, to be fair. Obviously, we'll be up against a couple of squads of infantry and the remaining Fox. In the centre here, a little bit of skirmishing with the Jägeraufkel. I hear a jet coming in already. There's a Harrier HE bomber coming into the centre there. It will be going up against the Rolands. It's going for this building, obviously. Milan 1 was destroyed at this side by the AMX-30B. And the sniper likely assisting with that. The building is cleared and the Harrier does get out in one piece. Apache rocket flittering around the back there. AMX trying to hit that other Milan. Has done it a little bit of stress damage. Stinger getting a nice hit on that Apache. Yes, that Apache has missed its opening opportunity to do some damage, I'm afraid. It will now have to sit back until an opportunity presents itself, which could be a while. An expensive early purchase that just wasn't utilised. It's pushing around this side. It will be going up against the Pivads around here. Oh, well, the Pivads isn't close enough to hit it yet, so the Berlin Light Rifles are getting a peppering. Minimal damage, though. That's quite impressive, to be fair. Minimal damage. It's now being backed off again. A couple of Leo 1A5s being called in at the back of this point. Bunch of Gazelle rockets coming in at this side. Now, there's no AA at this side, to be fair, so they could potentially do a lot of damage. Roland obviously could be moved over pretty quickly. But as of right now, we're seeing a build-up of forces. It looks like there's more red, but I wonder if that's just because of pricing of units. Mistral's being brought up there as well. And there's the Pivads ripping apart that Apache. Wrong place, wrong time. That Apache surely going down here. Oh, down it goes. I thought it was just going to get out, but no. Down it goes. That is unfortunate. A purchase that didn't really do much good. Gazelle rockets here are going to clear up these Jägeraufkel. They won't do a lot here, realistically, because unfortunately they don't have many rockets. The potential they could push up and get some damage on the Jaeger there that are engaging the Berlin Light Rifles. There's an AMX-30 moving up in the Pivads as well. Good maneuvering here by DerGeartner, getting around the back of Razzmann's units. There was a jet in at this side engaging on those Gazelles. It was an F4F. Berlin Light Rifles here doing the business. Seeing off those Jaeger. AMX-30 getting into a nice position here. F4F came back for another pass. Straight over the air defenses in the middle and it's down. An F4F for a chopper. Did it get 2 choppers on the pass? I think it might have got 2 there. But nonetheless, a shame to lose an F4F. Jaeger being pushed across the open ground, but they are covered by the forest there. PSSE already damaged in this building. Recoilless rifle able to fire across at them, so they have been seen. No real movement at this side. I hear a jet coming in. Is this a Nighthawk? It is a Nighthawk. There it goes. Oh, insta-kill, but takes fire from the Roland 2s. But does sound like it's getting out in one piece. There is a jet at the far side, though. What is that? An F4F. Was trying to go for the Nighthawk, but didn't get it. Spinning us background. Apologies for the spin, guys. Leo 2A3 there, engaging on the Stinger. F4F goes straight across all these air defenses once more. I think does get out intact. I didn't see a destruction, but risky business. Over at this side, looks like DerGeartner has lost his AMX-30 as those Leo 105s arrive, but both Leo 105s badly damaged, one of them dead already. Another AMX-30 coming in from the back here. Both players using a fair amount of aircraft, it seems. The HE-1 bomber coming back in. Surely that goes down. It does go down. It does drop its bombs, though. Does get a Milan too. Bit of a push here from Razzmann in the center. Moving up infantry again, supported by those Martyrs and the Leo 2A3. The Leo 2A3 is not at full health here. Already has taken some damage. Berlin light rifles possibly out of their recoilless rifle rounds. They are. They need a resupply. Another Apache rocket coming in the far side there. Razzmann pushing right up here. I notice there's a bunch of Martyrs coming in on the left of the screen there. Perhaps thinking about a push at the bottom. He's kind of clinging on to this side, or this corner in the middle, and trying to regain some ground, but DerGeartner is in a good position right now. And he's managed to move up the P4 Milans there to give a bit more cover. Here come the Gazelle rockets, an F4F coming in though. But good defense here with those Gazelle rockets. Unfortunately, mainly hitting the Marder. Rockets perhaps would have been better spent on the infantry. That is an F4F taking a lot of damage as it came in to try and get the Gazelle, I think. Gazelle's backing off to repair once more. F4F goes down. Once again flying straight over all those air defenses. Let's have a look at it from this side. Those Marder's able to dish out a lot of damage here. Now taking fire from the Berlin light rifles. And the PSSE. Mostly cleared up. That did not take long in the end. Once those units were moved back into that building. All these reinforcements now arrive from the left. They aren't actually going to the bottom. They are coming into this point. Leo 1A5s and some more Martyrs with the Panzer Grenadiers. Lynx Hellarm goes down to the Roland 2. M1IP's coming in now, laying down some fire on the Jäger Aufkul there. Oh wow, Razzmann is just going for it at this side, charging the Martyrs across with the Panzer Grenadiers in there, including the tanks rolling up the rear, and he still hasn't repaired the Leo 2A3. It's still damaged. Razzmann determined to take this part of this point. He's got a bunch of units over at the top as well. Could try a double-pronged push here. Abrams being moved into position. Those Abrams need to get on that Leo 2A3. Can they even see it? Surely they can see it. The Leopard's being moved up to engage them. Oh yes, Leopard takes a good hit to the front. Abrams switch targets again. The Leo is being retreated. Leo 1A5's now hitting those Abrams. I hear some jets fighting overhead. Mirage Seed goes down. M1IP's badly damaged there by all those tanks. We'll have to retreat and repair. Nighthawk coming in. What a hit. 2 kills, but the Nighthawk goes down. He got a Marder and a Leo there, I believe. Leo 283 extremely badly damaged. Over at the other side, Razzmann is doing the push there, but he didn't do it exactly the same time. He's doing it after that initial fight, which means that now, just like he can, DerGeartner can refocus his attention over there, moving up the pivads and the AMX-30B to cut off these infantry. The tank's obviously fairly scary, especially for that pivads. The MX-30 has done the damage it needed to do. The Milan's in the middle, doing the damage they need to do. And Leo 283 has been called in now. AMX-30B absolutely tearing it up here. Just needs to deal with the Leo 105. It smokes itself to retreat. PSSE coming in from the side there. One hit, one kill. Oh, they're not looking healthy though. AMX-30 engaging on the Leo now. AMX-30 not looking healthy either. Dragon firing at that Leo but misses. Oh, this is close. Leo 105 smokes. Over at the far side, there are actually some units pushing up from DerGeartner's side there. Very little movement in points right now. Let's zoom ourselves out slightly and have a little look over there. So, Berlin Light Rifles pushing up. Oh, wow. Razzmann is going across the other side once more with those Marder 1A3s. He's just probing. The Abrams are technically repaired, but just a little bit panicked right now. Wait, did one of those Abrams die? I think one of the Abrams died in the end. I didn't even see what killed that. Well defended here by DerGeartner. The reality is, both of them need more points, so they've got to make a move. Milan 1 destroyed, still in its vehicle. Surprised that logistics didn't go the same way. Over here, at this southern point, Apache coming in to defend. There isn't actually any AA up here. Mistral's a little bit far back. Can't engage it. FOF coming in for the Gazelle. Lots of fire going out there. Harrier coming in for the Apache. But it is destroyed. FOF is also destroyed. Fliegerforce here. And the Apache railing on that Gazelle. It just does not want to die. Finally goes down. But the little push here has unfortunately failed. Stalled by that Apache very effectively. Over at the far side of the map, we do see Razzmann once again pushing. He's keeping on that pressure. Never stopping. A couple of M113s and M48. The Leo 2A3, sorry, has arrived. The Milan 2 is in that central building now. Puts great threat on that M1IP. Nice hit as well. Very nice. Prepping to fire again. That M1IP will need to retreat. Oh, the Leo is being charged across to try and go for it. Dragon there firing at the Leo. Artillery coming in from the back there on those infantry. In the middle of the map. Well, Razzmann has made some ground. He's got infantry and a big tank in this forest area now. It's an improvement on the position he had before. Over at the other side, though, the pressure is being kept on by DerGeartner. The Apache still putting up a fight. There is a command vehicle. It's a command Abrams waiting to go into this point. But he needs more infantry. He's lost a lot of it coming into that Apache and the defensive forces. Abrams is not safe. Lots of Milans here firing at these M1IPs now. DerGeartner just needs to be careful. More M48 arriving over here. Good job of keeping the pressure up by Razzmann. It felt like a slightly difficult start for Razzmann, but he has started to build up his forces, regaining control. He's bringing in an extremely badly damaged Roland 2 and Leo 1A5 here. Which seems bonkers to me, but I guess the Roland, as long as it doesn't go too far forward, doesn't need to have full health. Jaeger pushing out the bottom there, but they are low cohesion. So I don't think Razzmann's Jaeger will be going very far. It's more here I think he's going to make progress. Hellarm here defending. Good hit. Obviously currently just destroying the chaff, but it does need to die. Jaeger still engaging. Is that Abrams close enough to engage? No, not quite. That Abrams needs to get the hell out of that. This fight here ongoing. Roland moves up. An almost dead Roland. There are supplies here now as well to repair these things. Now the M1IP Abrams command just gave away its position by firing. That could now be susceptible to a bombing run or artillery. Milan firing out from those bushes there. Feels like right now some more ATGMs would be beneficial for DerGeartner at that side, but I'm not sure how many he has in his deck. FOF coming in, taking a dive at the other side. Once again, comes past all of this air defense. Surely it's getting shot down. Down it goes. Razzmann losing a lot of those things this game. Reinforcements starting to arrive here, but I think that getting destroyed in their vehicles. Lots of reinforcements from Razzmann as well. A Leo 283 command coming in. This could be a proper push here from Razzmann. I'm going to re-angle us so we can see what's happening at the top as well. Artillery coming in ahead of those tanks. These are all flash. They can't destroy the M48s. It's all down to the Fox at the minute. The MX-30Bs are rolling in though. But this is actually a pretty good push here from Razzmann. Sometimes you get a good counter push, and this one is working. Abrams there engaging on these tanks. But those Jaeger getting ever closer to that Abrams, and they will pop it pretty quickly. All attention is down here now. You'll notice the units at the top have stopped moving. Milan 1 engaging on the MX-30 in the middle. Oh, misses. But surely it's not long for this world. HE bomber coming in there. What's it going for? It drops on all of these units. Nice strike. Didn't get that many kills, but it was a nice strike nonetheless. Harrier does go down. Harrier cluster in the middle there. Does get out alive though. M1IP being retreated here. The Leo now engaging stuff. Leo 2A3 obviously very strong. And obviously all these tanks are now facing off against the Jaeger as well. Which is not ideal. They'll be getting very stressed out. This is, as I say, a good counter push from Razzmann. There's not enough defending here, unfortunately. It's being ploughed through, and Razzmann will get his command in this point. Very well played. Still some infantry to come in. They are a bit damaged from the bombs, but they're still intact. The M1IP Abrams retreating backwards. Pivad's trying to get out there as well. Light rifles being pummeled by the artillery. And this is perhaps what Razzmann needed to push up his points. M1IP Abrams being redirected from the centre along with the Hellarms and a Rocket Gazelle. Some Milan 2s being deposited in the centre by the looks of it. I did think that's maybe what he needed next. See, not all my ideas are crazy. Abrams coming in here. Artillery potentially coming into this corner, I imagine, to try and get rid of that Leo. Hellarm firing at the Leo does do some damage. It is visible, clearly. It's stunned. It's getting hit by artillery. It's getting hit by the Hellarm. It's almost dead. It's smoked itself. Come on, one more hit from the artillery and this thing is down. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. IDS-HE coming in. Dropping. Attempted drop on the command, but the command moved out of the way. But the Jaeger getting very close to it here. I mean, I've got to give it to DerGeartner. That was actually really well defended. He managed to quickly regain control of the point and do some serious damage to that Leo 2A3. Unfortunately, Razzmann is still in the point. But that was nonetheless, it felt well defended. Got to give him that. Roland there at the back. Close enough to engage these heroes now. Little bit of movement from Razzmann at the top there. I see Jaeger Aufkuhl pushing forward. Obviously trying to get better eyes on the situation. Artillery comes in for the Abrams. So the Leo can move back in. But here's all the reinforcements arriving now for DerGeartner. What are in these buildings? Sicherungs. No anti-tank capability. Leo 2A3 has thought better of that idea and is not going in anymore. Probably wise. Plenty of reinforcements here for DerGeartner now. Anything else coming in? No. There's a Leo 2A3 coming in for Razzmann and another one pushing in that's come from the center, I believe. I hear a jet coming in. HE bomber. Was obviously going for the Leo 2A3. Has had to veer off at the last minute because it smoked. Good defense here. Infantry now being called in after the fact. I'm not sure Razzmann can maintain his foothold in this point. I suspect he's going to get pushed out. But he has gained about 100 points. Give or take, it's probably more like 80, 90. Harrier HE coming back across there. What is it going for? Ouch. I can't believe that Harrier got out alive. Cluster bomber coming in now. Going for that Leo. Nice strike. Lots of damage done. One M1IP has gone down in this fight so far. One remains defending. The Leos are the big threat. A huge wad of Jaeger just called in. That is some spam called in by Razzmann. He just wants back in this point. He wants or needs to get more points. It would be touch and go whether he got the win at this point with a 100-point advantage. Cluster coming in again, diving, and I'm not sure what it dove on, to be honest. That was strange. HE bomber coming in here, dropping on this building. The Grenadier Voltigers have already moved. M1IP badly damaged against those Leo 2A3s, which do need repairing. The command is finally getting repaired. Some Hellarms and a Rocket Gazelle moving back in here. Good damage output against the Fliegerforst. Tornado IDS HE coming back in here. That Abrams needs a repair desperately. No movement in the center at the moment. Nice kill on the Hellarm there. This is going to be interesting. The Leo 203 is fully repaired. The supply has moved up to try and repair more of them over there. DerGeartner could be going up against 3 fully repaired Leo 203s in a moment. which is less than ideal. Another jet coming in at this side. Cluster bomber. Veering off at the last minute. I believe he's targeting the actual units rather than just the ground with that. So it's veering off at the last moment when Razzmann is hiding his units. Chieftain Mark 10 coming in here, along with an AMX 30B to help defend. And some logistics finally arrived for that Abrams. But all those Jaeger have arrived, waiting for the artillery strike to come in on this corner. Speaking of, it is prepping to fire. There it goes. What is it firing at is the question. Another Chieftain called in, and an M1IP Abrams there. Oh, this is a nice artillery strike in this area. It's hitting some of these Jaeger already. One of them doesn't appear to be firing. A little bit of skirmishing at the top of the map now as well. I think, is that an attempt by DerGeartner to gain some ground and push back into that corner? He does appear to be taking losses though. Another M1IP just got destroyed down here. The one that was being repaired has been hit by artillery. Nice artillery strike by Razzmann. Tornado HE going in at the top there. Looking for some kills on those pushing forces. Damage done. I'm not sure you got any kills. Nighthawk on the way in. Veers off at the last moment. Artillery coming in the back of that point. Hang on a minute. I have no... When did the command Abrams die? I assume these Jaeger got the command Abrams. Nighthawk coming in across there. Still doesn't get a shot off and is being engaged now. Razzmann taking up the points at +4. With 11 minutes left of the game, it's been a long, drawn-out frontline battle. There hasn't been a lot of pushing in this game, or at least not a lot of successful pushing for either team. But Razzmann seems to have gained his foothold, and he's determined to hold it and get as many points as possible in the dying minutes of the game. 10 minutes to the victory, 10 minutes till the end of the game. He will just make the points. In the center of the map, it's looking somewhat even in terms of numbers of units. Plus coming in here again. Again veering off at the last minute. Down it goes. Artillery taking out the pivads now. Alouette looking for that Leo 2A3, but it's going to go straight down. Now that bomber's going to come in and try and drop on the Leo, surely. It has moved though. That was expected by Razzmann. He is good on the micro. He will get his units out of dodge. No counter command at the moment, and I just don't see DerGeartner being able to push the center and clear the command out of there. So this could be game over, folks. Razzmann calling in a bunch of looks right at the back of the map, obviously looking for a kill on either the artillery or anything that's coming in from that side reinforcement wise. Some more AMXs coming in here, a P4 command being called in, but I think it may be too late now. Big advantage in points for Razzmann, and at the moment DerGeartner would need to take the middle and this side, I think, to properly catch up before this game is over. And it's going to be at least another few minutes before he has more reinforcements in this point. Really good effort by both players, though. That was a really good game. Bad start by Razzmann. Expensive chopper brought in that just wasn't utilised and then died very quickly. And he didn't really make much progress. DerGeartner at that point was doing a really good job. Managed to retake a lot of ground, or just take a lot of ground in the middle. But as the game progressed, Razzmann slowly but surely retook that ground in the centre, and then has managed to also push the bottom here very effectively. It looked like he was going to get pushed out, but he managed to hold it together. And he's now just striking in the middle, doing some damage. There's very little in there for DerGeartner. I imagine we might see, yeah, there we go. Razzmann's units at the far side there, now pushing slightly forward. I wonder if he's going to try and make a move to the other side of the point. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. He's just moving stuff to the edge of the forest, I think. Command back in that bottom point. Will be countered by the Leo 203. Still +2, 13/14 minutes for the victory. The game is over in 7. But surely DerGeartner has no way back now. He just doesn't have enough units left on the field. I think the exchanges have been pretty reasonable here. I think unfortunately DerGeartner has perhaps lost marginally more aircraft. Razzmann lost a lot of F4Fs just charging them across enemy air defense. Cluster coming in here looking for a kill on a command. No, he's going for the tanks. Nice strike as well. And did he get a command in that as well? Oh, wow. The artillery was coming in too. I'm not sure what got the kill on that command, but either way it went down. That was a good strike. Good combined strike there. Back to +4. And Razzmann returns once again to his 1-all draw, which he has been maintaining throughout this tournament so far. And he does a good job with the 5th Panzer. Definitely his preferred division. So for whoever plays him next, that's what you want to ban. Nighthawk coming in there, looking for a kill on the Leo. Gets the kill, but goes down to the Rolands. And artillery coming in on those buildings, just pummeling down those poor infantry. The Lux moving around the back there, looking for a kill on those artillery pieces. The question is, do they get it? Let's get over there and have a look. The front line has been decided. Lux pulling down the pain. Oh. The poor 155mm guns getting minced by the Lux. That is a cheeky end to the game by Razzmann, sneaking those around the back. Look at them go. They've done their job. +5 for Razzmann. Oh, he managed to get the command in the middle. He has pushed out. He managed to get the command in the middle. And there's a Fuchs command coming down for Razzmann to go into that back point as well. That's called rubbing salt in the wound. Come on, M1IP. Kill that Fuchs command. Come on. Shoot it before it goes down the hill. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that command tank died at the edge of the forest there. It has been there for most of the game. Well played though, guys, and a good push at the bottom of the map here, Razzmann, and maintaining that push. I thought that you hadn't reinforced it enough and he was going to push you back, but your stuff did arrive in time. And Razzmann just pretty much clearing up now in the dying moments of the game. Another good set of games. Congratulations, Razzmann. Commiserations on that one to DerGeartner, but well done to both of you for getting a 1-all draw. Yeah, by the end there, significant difference in kills to losses as Razzmann had cleared up. Leo 2A3, Roland did well. Jaeger did well. It was the artillery that got the command at the end there. I just wanted to have a quick look at that. There was some Leo 2A4s on the field. They must have been at the top. I didn't even see them. Nothing too stand out at the other side, funnily enough. I was expecting something jumping out at me, but there isn't. I think the big kills are over this side. The Jaeger did very well. And the Roland too. One of those gets MVP this time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for some more WARNO.